Judge, this is a case of the Brooks.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mr. Brooks, it looks like you filed this case. Tell me what's going on.
Well, actually, I'm here today because I really feel like my counterpart here, my co-parent, she is intentionally working just to not even pay or help out in child support. I am a full-time father. I'm also a full-time employee, and I don't get as much money on a week-to-week basis, and I'm really looking for it in what we created together. And it seems like she's kind of trying to run out on her responsibility in this with me, and I don't think that's fair.
What do you mean she's trying to run? What do you mean by that?
Meaning trying to dodge the fact of, getting this child support, or being able to pay something to help me out with
Have you ever asked her, ma'am, you'll have your opportunity to speak. Have you?
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, because this case is about to test the limits of patience, responsibility, and raw honesty in the courtroom. On one side, we have Mr. Brooks, a father carrying the full weight of parenting and demanding fairness. On the other, we have a co-parent whose defense mixes disability claims, emotional confessions, and even stripper pole injuries. And trust me, when the secrets start spilling, this case turns from a simple child support dispute into pure courtroom drama.
You ever asked her to pay child support? Or give you some money for the child?
Exactly. I've asked her to help out with some of the expenses that our child occurs throughout, even like a regular school year, or to maybe go attend different events, but.
What type of expenses are you speaking about?
Well, I'm speaking of expenses maybe like tuition, because I prefer that our child gets maybe a better education other than maybe what the public system will provide. And so I'm looking for just a little help on her behalf, this is something we created.
Okay, ma'am, what he's asking for is not unreasonable. You're not willing to do that?
Your Honor, it is unreasonable. He knows.
How is it unreasonable?
He knows I'm disabled, for one.
What is your disability? Okay.
And so I'm not able to work as I would like to, and he knows that. He knows that.
You are aware, though, that in the state of Texas, you can be ordered to pay child support.
Already, Mr. Brooks is setting the tone. He's a full-time dad and a full-time worker, pleading for some relief. Notice how he frames it. What we created together. That's not just financial, it's emotional. But here's the kicker. He's not even asking for much, just help with basic child care and education. So the question is, why does she resist even the idea of contributing?
The money comes directly out of your disability check.
I did not know that, Your Honor.
Yes, that's why you're here today, for me to inform you of that.
Well, I don't think that's right. Because
wait a minute, ma'am. But you think it's right for him to pay all of the expenses for the child every month?
Your Honor.
You answer my question. Do you think that's right?
No.
That has nothing to do with this court proceeding and why we're here, okay?
We're
here to talk about money. Ma'am, that is a different court, okay? That's not, we're in support court. We're talking about child support here.
Okay.
And according to what has been presented to me so far, the child lives with Mr. Brooks, is that correct?
I would really say us, but he lives in his home, yes.
The child lives with Mr. Brooks, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Brooks, you are not receiving any type of child support, is that correct?
I'm receiving nothing from her at all.
Okay.
Nothing.
Ma'am, how many children do you have?
I have one with him, and then I have 2 others.
Okay, so you have a total of 3. And how much money do you make a year?
Well, I don't make any now since I hurt my leg off the pole.
Pole are you referring to? Did you run into a pole?
No, ma'am. I was working at Dallas Gentleman's, and he knows that. And he knows that's why I hurt my leg. And so he's been helping me.
Wait a minute, what is Dallas Gentleman's?
A strip club.
So you were working in the strip club, so you got injured on that pole?
On that pole, and he knows it. And he forced me to work there.
And you're collecting...
Here comes the defense, disability. And yes, in Texas, child support can absolutely come from disability checks. But watch closely. Instead of focusing on the child's needs, she pivots straight to personal grievances. It's not about whether she can pay, it's about whether she wants to. Do you think disability should completely excuse someone from supporting their child?
A disability check from falling off the stripper pole.
Off the stripper pole.
Okay, that's the first.
But that's why we don't have a relationship now.
But that's not what you said the other
Why?
day.
Excuse me.
Sorry,
Excuse me.
Sorry.
What do you mean by that's why you all don't have a relationship now?
Because she's spending all her time up there working on the pole, for money, you know, but this is money
he
that
wants-
she
But you know what,
Support our
sir?
kids.
And you may not necessarily agree with her choice
not
of
honest
work,
living.
but she is making some type of money. And ma'am, you are going to pay child support.
How much?
You're going to pay child support. How much were you working when you were on the pole?
How much I was getting?
Yes.
I mean, I was getting close to about a night or a year.
Based on the documents that you turned in with your 1099s, you were making about $65,000 a year.
What?
He knew.
These documents are accurate, correct?
They're pretty much accurate.
Even whether he knew or not, you were making money and you're not supporting.
I am supporting,
shoot.
but I will say he does a lot. He does most of it because I am hurt and he knows that. So he's been pretty nice about that until now.
What do you mean he's been pretty nice until now?
I mean, until now, like I guess since I was, unfortunately still
with that again.
letting him, come over
Sir,
and have rendezvous.
you will have your opportunity to speak. Let her speak.
Thank you.
And I do not need you
Yes,
to
Your Honor.
echo me.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now address me. What were you saying?
We would have our rendezvous, and he was fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. We've been doing this for 5 years. 5 years. He knows I've been stripping. And all of a sudden, he wants to pull me into court now because I stopped last week. So all of a sudden, now we're on the court docket to come into court because
Ma'am.
you want child support because I
Ma'am,
stopped giving it up.
You really need to address me as I've asked you.
Sorry,
I've
Your
asked you
Honor.
that.
I do apologize.
And just like that, the courtroom explodes with revelation. She admits she was a stripper, injured on the job, and now living off disability. The judge's face says it all. This isn't just about money anymore. It's about credibility. If she could pull in $65,000 a year dancing, how does that square with giving only $20 every other week for her child?
More than once.
I do apologize.
Don't apologize, just do it. Okay? Okay, ma'am, your testimony is conflicting with the documents that you provided to the court ahead of time. You testified that you have 3 children and 1 child between the two of you, but according to your paperwork, you have a 4th child.
What?
Yes, Your Honor.
You didn't know she had another child?
Your Honor, I had no clue.
You were not going to tell this man that you have another child? Your child has another sibling. You don't believe that's important?
It's more than a sibling, but it's someone he knows, so I just don't think it's important for him to know.
I am not about to play these games with you. You save those games for your old job on the pole, okay? This is a serious matter. You need to be paying child support to this man.
This is where drama turns messy. Instead of talking about parenting, she brings up their personal rendezvous. 5 years of blurred boundaries between co-parenting and intimacy. And the implication? She thinks child support is revenge for ending those meetings. But let's be real, doesn't that actually prove Mr. Brooks' point? That she's been dodging responsibility by distracting him?
Okay? Now, based on, you said you received disability, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you receive in disability a month?
Only $1,200.
Only? He's not getting anything from you. What do you mean
Oh,
only?
he's getting a lot from me, but okay.
Financially, he's not getting anything from you to support this child, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Based on my calculations, at $1,200 a month, you're about $14,000 or so a year. So, giving you credit for the other children you have, your child support obligation comes out to $163.20. Who covers medical insurance for this child?
Anthony is currently on Medicaid.
Medicaid, okay. So ma'am, considering you are the one that is going to be responsible for child support, you're also going to be responsible for the health insurance. That money has to be repaid back to Medicaid. It's a state agency. You have to pay it back. Therefore, based on what your gross and taking 9% of that, which is what you would be responsible for health insurance, it comes out to about $108. So your total monthly obligation is $271.20. That is to be paid on.
The judge has had enough. This is where authority slams down. Notice how sharply the judge cuts through the chaos. Personal drama, pole injuries, side relationships, they mean nothing here. The only focus is the child. That's the heart of support court, stripping away the noise until only responsibility remains.
The first of each month, and it will be paid directly to him. child support obligation and the Medicaid coverage. You understand, ma'am? Because you're looking very confused right now, and I'm confused as to why you haven't been giving him any money to support this child. What other type of things are you talking about that he gets from you?
Can you tell her what I give you, please?
I'm asking you.
Your Honor, I give him lap dances. I give him.
Oh,
everything
okay.
you
See,
can think of.
that's too much. That's too much. I'm referring to anything that you give him for the child. Based on what you all do behind closed doors, your little secret rendezvous you have going on, that has nothing to do with in here. Finance. What else have you been giving him to take care of this child?
I give him about $20 every other week.
$20 every other week, sir.
Ma'am.
About how much does it cost you a month in expenses for this child?
When you consider daycare as $115 a week, just to make sure she's getting a quality education, along with the expenses of clothes, food, entertainment, things like that.
Here it is, the ruling in numbers. $271.20 every month. To some, that sounds small. But to Mr. Brooks, who has been carrying tuition, clothes, food, and activities alone, it's a lifeline. And notice, the judge even built in the health insurance repayment to Medicaid. This is accountability written in dollars and cents. Would you say this amount is fair or too lenient?
I would probably put another 100 or so on that.
There's no way he can live and take care of this child off of $20, ma'am. Your child requires more than $20. So, monthly obligation, $271.20 to be paid to dad. Mr. Brooks, do you have anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. Now, once she's healed from, her injury, she'll be back to making.
Yeah.
And so, is that something that can be considered, or?
Oh, definitely, it can be considered. And ma'am, that's actually a very good question. If you go back to the poll and you make another $65,000, and this man comes back for an increase in child support, I can entertain that. Yes, don't look confused. I can entertain that. As you get an increase, your child also gets an increase. Is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, how am I supposed to be able to afford this?
I don't know. Let's see. Maybe you can pick up another job.
That's all I know how to do.
Is what? Hit the pole?
Hit the pole.
Well, you might want to find another pole job. Anything further?
That'll be all, Your Honor.
Okay. If nothing further, you all are dismissed.
And there it is. The case closes on a dramatic, almost ironic note. She claims the only way to pay is to return to the very job that caused the injury. But the judge makes it clear, excuses won't raise a child, money and responsibility will. This case shows us how quickly courtroom drama can spiral when personal lives and parental duties collide. So tell me, was justice served here, or was $271 too light for years of neglect? If this case had you glued to your screen, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your verdict in the comments below.